Hello everybody, and welcome to the Kansai Music Conference 2020. To my friends watching in Japan, just want to say hajimemashita, watashi wa Harith Houston desu, dozo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. To anyone, my brothers and sisters in the Middle East, salamu alaikum, and hello to everybody else. I'm Harith Houston, and I'm going to be performing some of my own original songs for you guys today. I'm a folk singer from Manchester in the UK, and it's a pleasure to be here. So this first one is a song I wrote a little bit earlier in the year, just as the full kind of weight of the pandemic started to take hold. It pushed me to start changing the way I write my songs and the kind of things that I write my songs about. So yeah, this is quite a new one. It's called Holy the Poor. I hope you enjoy it. Ours is a land where nobody is free, where a life breath costs a lifetime of misery, bound to the chains that hold all of the world, in a nightmare of chains and a necklace of pearls, and our eyes are bleached in the fountain of youth, and our tongues are burned on the forbidden fruit, and our ears are drowned in the falsehood of truth. Hope is the handmaid's salvation, the floor. Sacred the hunger and holy the poor. And ours is a land where the wealthy are few, where the many are poor, forced to claw through the queue, brainwashed from birth to accept their abuse and give all of themselves to a credit card noose and their companies, trading heads and balloons, and their temples built on the vanquished and ruined. When the shooting starts, they'll bleed red, white and blue. Love is the gavel and justice the law. Sacred the hunger and holy the poor. And ours is a land where the people are strong, where the storm has been tamed by the fire of their song. Naked the beast whose last hour has come, and his shadows erased by the light of the sun, and its rays will beat on the old drums of peace, and their sound will pound down the walls of belief, and the rain of tears shall return to the sea. Mine is the nothing and everything yours. Sacred the hunger and holy the poor. Ours is a land where no mouth goes unfed, where one's colour means less than what gender they wed. Everything's holy that's pure on the earth, from the scripture of death to the poem of birth. From the graveyard grows a willow tree so tall, and its shade reaches from Baghdad to St. Paul's. With its outstretched hands, it has embraced us all. Peace is the lighthouse and penance the shore. Sacred the hunger and holy the poor. This next song is another fairly new song of mine. Again, I wrote it a little bit earlier this year. This one's called Join the Army. It was cold on the morning that they found my father's corpse. He was young, but depression knows no mercy nor remorse. times were hard, and my mother was so desperate for a roof. She re-wed a rotten bastard who lived only for abuse. And in his hollow eyes I see the emptiness swallowing me with pointlessness and apathy beneath the sea of poverty. Is this the best that I can be? A shadow of my father's misery. That's when I heard someone say, join the army. Finally, I had found a family I could call home. And our house was a mantra of you'll never walk alone. By the Queen, we were sent to liberate a distant land from the fiends who would dare to hold his oil beneath the sand. And in the streets it's shoot on sight, women and children taking flight, flashes of brains and guts and light, a blood parade all through the night. Is this the way the good guys fight? In love and war, the conqueror's always right. I think I've made a mistake. Join the army. How it burned when my legs were torn asunder. I was done, and I learned that your stripes ain't worth a damn when the war's won. I can't sleep, for the screams of burning children now haunt me. And I keep but a needle and an alley company. Clinging to this sling of sleet, a system of depravity that drags the weakest from their knees and feeds them to the corporate beast whose bullets flood the Middle East, where pain and suffering's jaws are leased to the polite face of tyranny, a funeral mask of liberty. Is this what I was born to be? A piece of meat in the killing machine. Just $1 away. Join the army. The next song I'm going to play for you guys is a song that I released a little bit earlier this year. This month, actually. It's a song of my latest EP or record called The Message. And if you like it, this is available on Spotify, it's available on iTunes, Deezer, whatever else you might use. And if you are interested in getting a CD, just look me up on social media on Instagram at Harith Houston, or Twitter at Harith Houston, or Facebook Harith Houston, or harithhouston.com. This song's called The Call. It was high noon potions and dust behind perfume thicken the air, split by the swordsman with long hair. Besides the new stocks atop the old auction block, the lord of the land, a head in his hand. There will be more. There will be more to come, he warned. There will be war. There will be blood before the dawn. This is the cause. Cut off the dead arm of the law. This is the cost. To save a life, one must be lost from the holy golden purse of death. I was bribed of its last breath. Through shivering teeth, begged him to come home in one piece. This would not be. She'd have to make do with the chief who'd abandoned his tumbling walls for the strip club shopping mall and a tower of bone and soil just waiting to fall. For he had heard the call. At the county jail, the king of the skinheads made bail. He danced with the blades of the martyrs his lawyers forgot to pay. He was tied to a horse, dragged over the course road up Boot Hill. They dug him a grave and watched the triumph drain from his will his swastika neck. Did little to earn respect in hell as his fury swelled. These shadows brought forth a mighty bell. You killed your way to fame, stealing light from the flames. Your fate is thus earned, forever to burn, harvesting the poison from his toad. Pain makes all men equal. Where did the years go? Remembered his hope in the noose of a great British rope. Hitler mixtape, Uncle Molester's secret handshake, mothers covered in oil, with light bulb in tin foil, in the bread line of the soul, through electric crystal ball, he'd repeat it all. For he had heard the call. They fell from the sky to couriers from on high. Black Friday at hand, a Grenfell of guilt to dump of plan through overgrown streets and crumbling concrete. They searched for the meek, but found only ghosts turning their cheeks. This must be a test. They said there'd be souls to lay to rest. Did he get here first? With a sermon of dirt to quench their thirst? The oceans were dry. Bronze shells lined the bed. The archangel too, rifling through the handbags of the dead. They phoned home, got stuck in the machine. Please leave a message after the beep. Remission begun. The trumpet held to the vacuum sun. It made a great sound. The curtain of things crashing down on the iron ceiling of hate. It's asbestos heads of state, silver-spooned boardrooms of doom, nature's post-colonial tomb. Battered wives scrubbing their hands of crude oil and Arab land. On the marble killing floor, buried one and all. For they had heard the call. Now I think I only have time for one more song today. Maybe two, I'll keep an eye on the time. But we have some amazing artists lined up at the Kansai Music Conference, and so as soon as I'm done, please be sure to refresh the page, because there's going to be another incredible artist after me. In case this is the last song we have time for, thank you so much for listening to me today. It's been a real pleasure and an honor to be able to perform at the Kansai Music Conference at this difficult time. A lot of it, I know that the team behind it have worked really hard in really difficult circumstances to make sure that we're still able to come together from all across the world at a time when a lot of us, our societies are in lockdown and when people are living in quite difficult circumstances. It's amazing to still be able to come together and share our collective experiences and to share our music and our passions with one another. So yeah, so thank you so much for having me. So I'm just going to finish tuning. All right, this is another new song. I'm going to be releasing it very soon. Probably within the next month or so. If you want to know exactly when, check out my website or my Facebook or my social media at Harith Houston. There's going to be a music video. It's something I'm really excited about. So this is a song called The Promised Land. Well, I was raised an Arab in the town where Christ was born. And when Herod came a knocking with 7 ears of corn, my youngest was a feeding, and my eldest studying law. But the Lord don't mean a damn thing when the devil's at your door. Force, he dragged us outside, with fury had us pinned. When the chosen few stepped off the ark with a flag, he waved them in. Is this the land of promise, where Jesus lived and died? Would you deny me shelter, won't you please let us back inside? Yes, this is the land of promise, Jesus lived and died. Now get you gone to Gaza, for I have you crucified. So to Gaza I went crawling, till my blood soaked through the sand, and it seeped out through the tunnel on towards the promised land. And we moved in with my cousin underneath an iron dome, where the walls are always closing on the valley full of bones. Though we learned to live with little, when the devil clamped its jaws, he choked our land with checkpoints, then he took a little more. From the gutters rose an army, and my sons ran to their ranks, singing songs of peace and freedom to a wall of spears and tanks. Is this the land of promise for which Moses crossed the sea? Oh, won't you show us mercy? Won't you set my people free? Yes, this is the land of promise for which Moses crossed the sea. Now get you gone to Gaza, for a flood I set on thee. So to Gaza they came crawling, with their head held in their hands, but my sons were wrapped in body bags, carried to the promised land. As we gathered round the table, and we handed round the bread, I washed my daughter's dirty feet with a halo round her head. In the night the seal was broken, the 4 horsemen they came down, and like Sodom and Gomorrah burned our city to the ground. For every stone a bullet, and every bomb a fire, and for every home a settler, and every olive branch a fire. Is this the land of promise where Isaac's life was saved? Oh, won't you raise my body from this sallow concrete grave? Yes, this is the land of promise where Isaac's life was saved. Now get you gone to Gaza, for your spirit do I claim. Now the reason that I sing this song, and I keep it on my lips, and I hold it in my toes, and I hoist it on my ships, and I haul it across the desert, and I breathe it in the wind, and I place it in the river, and I carve it in my skin. Even though I've never heard it, it's a song I know too well, for its notes are burned in every throat. of a Palestinian hell. So thank you very much, everybody. Like I say, it's been a real pleasure playing for you all, and I'm really excited to see which other acts are lined up for the rest of the day and tomorrow and for the duration of the Kansai Music Conference. I've been Harith Houston. If you like my music, please do check out my website, harithhouston.com. Thank you once again.